Just a few months ago, my living room was the worst part of my house. I'm talking old furniture, poor lighting, and a horrible mess that I just could never get on top of. I hated people seeing it, and it was honestly a little embarrassing having people over. But that's exactly why I decided to completely transform the whole living room. Furniture and decor for a living room can easily run you from $5,000 to $25,000. I absolutely do not have that kind of budget, so I'm setting out to do this whole transformation under 5K. And that's 5K Canadian, so realistically, I'm talking about $3,800 US. I'll tell you one thing, with that budget, I'm gonna turn my space into something cozy and aesthetic. I mean, at least I think so. Let's see if we can do it. Kind of been slacking as a content creator recently because not only have I been mad inactive, but I actually already started this living room transformation and failed to get any clips for you guys. I did film them, but somehow I deleted them. So the one thing that I technically got done off camera was putting together this couch. I did purchase it from Amazon and actually turned out much better than I was expecting because the boxes actually seem kind of small, but it is a really nice couch. I've had it for about a week now and it fills out the space perfectly. And the first two things that I'm actually going to be putting together for you guys is a new coffee table and a new rug. Instead of having this dark red burgundy kind of color just bringing the light down, I ended up going with a cream and brown, which I think will lighten up the room quite a bit. And then the coffee table I got was absolutely a must because our tables are falling apart. I feel like I've had them ever since I could remember. So these are definitely two necessary pickups, which for me is gonna change a ton, but in reality, it's not even nearly half the work. We got a lot of work to do, so let's just get started. Recently, guys, I've gotten a bunch of inspiration. I've been scrolling TikTok, getting ideas for the living room. And just yesterday, I got a bunch of the stuff that I ordered on Amazon. I'm still waiting on a new TV, which is super exciting. But for today, I want to go to Home Depot to get some wood paneling just to cover up that back wall where the TV is going to be. I want to add some more wood, naturey, calm tones throughout the living room. I think this will be a great look for an accent wall, just to make the living room pop and separate it a little bit from the kitchen. I've already spent a few $1,000s in the last few days, and I really don't want to spend too much more. So I'm hoping to keep this Home Depot trip under $250. Anyways, I don't want to bore you guys with all this talking. And hopefully we can find something affordable. I'll see y'all there. Shout out Rona for running my pockets. $400. Damn. Now I just gotta get these wall panels home so I can finally start on this transformation. And you could probably tell just by my face alone that I am not happy that I went over budget here. But majority of my orders from Amazon are in, so we finally have some work we can do. For the time being, I'm just gonna move this TV stand over here to this wall because the TV's not coming in until tomorrow. We might wanna watch a little bit of TV in this living room beforehand. So it'll likely get pushed back there, but we got to get this out the way for now. Guys, it was nice to get this TV stand aside and be able to mop these nasty floors because finally we have ourselves a blank canvas and I'm more excited than ever to get started on this transformation. Now you guys might be seeing the tape on the wall. It probably looks a little confusing and all over the place, but there's a method to this madness. These two pieces of tape right here are for where the studs are. This piece of tape right here is where we want the mount to be because that's going to be the center of where the TV is, and then these two pieces of tape down here is the height of the TV stand that we're getting. Like I said, there's a method to this madness here. The next step from here is put the TV mounts up first, and then after that we're gonna start with the wood panels. After a bunch of cranking, TV mount's done. Now guys, for the most part, we've completed the wall. We do have a few more tiles you can see on the bottom, but all these last few tiles require some cutting. So that's why I got my safety goggles on, my glove. We're about to get in there doing some saw work because, you know, they call your boy the carpenter. Hopefully I don't fuck up. Let's do it. Did I not go deep enough? I mean, I guess I wasted money at Rona because that saw was no good, but I ended up cleaning up the final tiles with an X-Acto knife. I mean, guys, this wall is already looking so much better, and it honestly did not take nearly as long as I thought it was going to. I even had enough energy to put together these two accent chairs from Amazon, which was my last project for the night, because bright and early the next day, I had this massive 65-inch 4K TV to set up. And all jokes aside, this might have been the toughest thing that I've ever set up, because let me tell you, it's a two-man job just trying to get the TV out of the box. After a solid minute or two 2 of straight struggle, I thankfully had my brother to come help me mount this thing, which with his help made it much easier because it only took me about 30 seconds to get this fully mounted. And you guys should know me by now, every TV must have some glow. So of course I added some Gopi strip lights that I picked up from Amazon. How much longer this transformation is gonna take? It's coming along very quickly. It might only be 1 or 2 more days, but I'm excited to see how everything finishes off. Hopefully you guys are too. If so, like, subscribe, and let's finish this thing off. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do today. I'm at this random building because I didn't want to drive an hour away for Ikea. So I saved about 45 minutes going to this Ikea pickup. And I'm super excited because this is the TV shelf that I've been waiting for to absolutely transform this back wall. Once I got it home, I got straight to building, and thank God I ordered it from Ikea because I've always found Ikea products to be a lot easier to build than anything else. And this was no different. An hour and a half went by and I was done. As you can see, after that I slipped in my old rice paper lamp, a new plant I got from Amazon, and just started to style this TV stand. I was also very excited to be able to set up this donut lamp that I finally got from Ikea. I mean, I've been trying to get this for as long as I could remember, and it's always been sold out. With the addition of that, 2 vases, and the 4 puck lights that I added, this wall is starting to look identical to my mock-up. Now it's time to get to the other side of the living room, and first I started with centering out the mirror. That's because I wanted to add 2 new hanging sconce lights. This living room has no main light fixture, so we need as many light sources as possible to make this feel cozy. I think with the addition of these 2 lights, of course, this new chunky knit blanket that I got from Amazon, and these 4 new decorative pillows, I think we're moving in the right direction over here. Now, I also added a poster to this wall, which will probably be swapped out, but it's a placeholder for now because I don't want many dead spaces on these walls. Finally, I took down these paintings that I'm really not a fan of and swapped it out for this 3-tier shelf here that we will eventually fully style out. So guys, we've gotten a lot of work done over the last few days, and we aren't fully finished, but I do want to just give you guys a little update of what we've done so far. You guys know what this wall looked like before we started, and now guys, it's looking a lot like our mock-up. I think it's honestly even better than I could have imagined. Of course, we added the TV, the stands, the lights, and I think this area looks almost perfect in my opinion. I feel like everything here just suits the size of this wall so much better than what we had before. And then of course, we have 2 more zones in this living room, which we're gonna move on to, and we only have 2 more zones because if you guys look over here, this is our kitchen. So let's move on to the next part of the living room. Now this is the next area of our living room, and I'd say this is probably the most unfinished area of the living room, mostly because I do want to change these blinds and add some curtains to both of these windows here. And then obviously we have this shelf here that's not fully decorated, but I do have some other decor items that are going to be coming in soon. And then I'm moving down to our accent chairs. They are beautiful and much more comfortable than they even look, but the only problem with these is that we're currently using the material box used as a stand-in for our table because that has yet to come in. Moving on to the final area, I would say this is my second favorite area of the living room. Really nice couch area here that I picked up from Amazon. Really did a whole lot over here as well as this table, but similar to the last area, there's still quite a bit of work to be done here. I do want to add a lot to this table here. There's literally nothing here besides some remotes and coasters. So we need some lamps, a remote holder, and a few other things just to make this area look more lived in and not like we just bought the furniture brand new. And finally, which is going to be kind of the biggest task of this area, is over here, which I don't know if you guys can fully see, but I'm currently in the process of trying to get this stuff sold on Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully find a new home for some of the other stuff. But guys, that's everything we've done so far. As you can see with our before and afters, our mock-ups, there's been a lot of progress done, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to make this into a part 2. So guys, in the end, I spent about $4,400 Canadian on this transformation, which comes out to roughly $3,100 US for my American viewers. We're able to stay under our budget, which I'm super happy about. But if we're being real, $4,400 is still a lot of money. Personally, I'd say it's worth it because this is by far one of the coziest and best transformations I've ever done. That said, it's still not finished. You guys know I'm waiting on a small accent table, as well as quite a few decor pieces to really personalize this space and make it feel like a lived-in home. But at the same time, I didn't want to hold this video back because I've been working on it and teasing it for months, and I really just wanted to share the progress with you guys. So guys, there is going to be a part 2. In that video, I'll show you the full completed living room, styled exactly how I envisioned it, and give you guys a proper tour. If you want to see that, get this video to 600 likes and I'll make sure that part 2 is up as soon as it's ready. And let me say, I'm just so excited to share the final room with you guys. As always, I love you guys, and until next time, I hope you have a great day. Peace.